Shit.
The last. Wow, 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 hey. Wow. Oh, jangan pusing-pusing.
Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about active transport, where I will be covering about the overall definition of active transport. So active transport is the movement of substances across a plasma membrane that occurs against a concentration gradient. This movement requires energy in the form of ATP, molecules generated during cellular respiration. It requires specific carrier protein with specific sites to bind with certain molecules or ions.
So now let's move to the next part, which is mechanism of sodium-potassium pump of the active transport. Firstly, for the movement of the sodium ions, it will bind to the carrier protein. Then ATP molecules will decompose into ADP and P, and the phosphate group is bound to the carrier protein. After that, phosphate bond provides energy and changes the shape of the carrier protein. Then sodium ions will be transported through the carrier protein out of a cell. Next, we will move to the movement of potassium, where two potassium ions from outside the cell will bind with a carrier protein. The phosphate group leaves the carrier protein. Then, the loss of the phosphate group restores the original shape of the carrier protein. Thus, potassium ion will be transported through the carrier protein into the cell.
Well, so you might be wondering, what's the cause of Parkinson's, right? It's basically caused by the death of neurons by an unstable type of molecule called the reactive oxygen species, which is created from oxygen, water, and also hydrogen peroxide, leading to loss of dopamine and also norepinephrine, which is also very crucial for controlling our bodily functions. Yeah. Well, you also might be wondering, how does active transport work in this? Active transport assists in storage of dopamine in a vesicle called the vesicular monoamine transporter, or VMAT2. Well, what does it do? It helps to keep the cytoplasmic dopamine levels under control, preventing RS generation. Well, active transport can also help in regulating our blood sugar level. As active transport occurs in the gut walls, it transfers sugar from the low concentration area in the guts to a higher concentration in our blood. Simple as it. Well, I hope you enjoy our simple explanation about active transport. I hope this becomes useful for everyone. Thank you for watching.